Welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Namibia. Our very own entertainment producer in the Content Hub department of the Namibian Broadcasting Corporation, none other than Jackzee J, Tsaraeb, has officially been crowned the Special Category Award winner for his remarkable work on the documentary The Evolution of Namibian Music. This award honors exceptional storytelling and celebrates his powerful contribution to the African media landscape. And with this being the historic first ever ceremony held in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, his win places Namibia firmly on the continental media map. He now joins us to share more. A very good morning and a warm welcome to you, Jackzee. Award winning or nothing.
Hey Denver, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
You beam differently.
I would like to think so.
Yeah, congratulations. This is a massive deal, and we need to honor it accordingly. Very well done.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Has it sunk in?
Not yet. I've done a couple of interviews like when I arrived, and it feels surreal, and I'm still trying to get used to the fact that we have brought this momentous award home.
Thank you for bringing it home. Thank you for bringing it home. The moment you heard your name in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, what went through your mind?
Denver, it's one of those things because we had about over 13 categories with 41 countries that took part, and they received about 800 applications, and there were only 13 winners out of those 800 applications.
Wow.
And for me to be nominated to be there, that was already a win for me. So when my name was called up, it was a surreal moment for me, and it was really humbling. And to have our former president, Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, present, and our director general, Mr. Stanley Similo, to be present at the event, it was beautiful.
We saw the scenes, we witnessed that moment, and it was indeed a moment that gave all of us goosebumps, and we're proud with you and of you. So let's get into why you believe this powerful story convinced the continent to take note of us, to take note of you, to take note of Namibia.
Denver, like the evolution of music takes us back to where you all started. During the apartheid era, people were just not fighting with guns. Music was involved as well. There were chants to let these fighters continue fighting. People were singing just to give motivation to these fighters. When I was producing the documentary, I spoke to a couple of artists. I spoke to Rashiyama as well, the late Rashiyama. I spoke to Banana Shikupe. And one thing that Banana mentioned during the interviews was he was just a child. He was 16 when he was taken to exile. And for him to fight as a child, it wasn't an ideal space. So what he would do was he had like a little guitar. So every morning he would wake up and play like liberation songs for him to inspire the soldiers to keep on fighting. So this story is just not a story that only matters within the Namibian music space, but we can also experience similar stories in other countries that were fighting for independence. And if you watch the documentary, it takes us from there are about different chapters in the documentary. The first chapter is the Song of Liberation, which I've just explained. And then the second chapter takes us into what happened after these people have gained independence. That's when the rise of Kwaito and hip hop came into the space, because people were trying to, I don't want to say move away, but they wanted to get new sounds. So Kwaito and Kwaito was mostly like South African. So that influence came into Namibia. That's how you're the Dogs and your Legatos and many other artists came into the music space. And thereafter we move on to the digital era now, where Namibia was influenced by other sounds around the country, around the continent, like your Afrobeats, your Amapianos. That's where your current mainstream artists were born, like your Yeezys, your Top Cherries, your Ease. And then the last chapter is basically about where to from here. Where are we taking the Namibian music story? So it's a beautiful documentary, and this documentary first aired on the 21st of March. It perfectly coincided with the Independence Day, and our fifth and the first female president was also inaugurated on that day. So it was really a beautiful masterpiece.
Thank you for walking us through those beautiful moments. Now, speaking of the evolution of Namibian music, the evolution of Namibia's creative industry is tangibly demonstrated by this award. What does it mean for us as creatives? What does it mean for us as a country and our creative capacity to have scooped this award? And we're claiming it on your behalf, as you can hear. Yeah.
Denver, there was a call that was made by the president at the beginning of this year to revive the entertainment space, the creator space. And for us to win this award, it means that we are doing something that's not only seen within the Namibian space, but something that's seen on the continental space. And the recognition of this award on the continental space might mean that it might even go further on international stages.
So this isn't the end.
This isn't the end. This is just the beginning.
Yes.
For greater things for our entertainment space. So I'm really honored, and this just means that we are doing something right, and it's been seen, not just here, not just in Africa, but the entire world.
You have done something not only right, but very well, quite exceptional. Speak to us about some of the challenges that you encountered in putting this beautiful story together. We know that being a producer is certainly no walk in the park. Being a producer, you need to have a strong constitution to navigate the moments that arise and that present themselves as challenges and opportunities.
Denver, I really had fun producing this documentary together with my assistant producer, which is Festus Moitako. He's part of Content Hub. The only challenge that we had was, as I mentioned in my introduction, the documentary takes us through different chapters. So the first chapter of the documentary is the sound of liberation. So during that time, most of us were not born, and we needed to tell the story the right way it was supposed to be told. So for us, we had to do extensive research. We have to go into archive footage. We had to do rigorous interviews, and it was really fun. But to get archive footage and to tell the real story, how it's supposed to be told, was a bit challenging. But we made it through with great mentors like our HOD Glenis Kappa. We have Nora Apollos, who also played part in the documentary. So it was really fun. It was really fun.
Now, you just mentioned your HOD, you just mentioned our veteran, Madam Nora Apollos, you mentioned your assistant producer earlier. Who else was part of this? Who else made all of this possible?
I would like to thank my entire production team, because if you have worked with me before, you'd know that I am one of those people. I like things to be done a certain way. Like if you write, let's say for instance, a narration script, and you leave out the end, we'll go back 105 times just to get that end in the narration script. And I just want to thank my entire production team, starting from the camera guys, starting the lighting, the sound, my assistant producers, my HOD, my executive producer, Hilda Unona. I was on her neck, because with her, it's like you need to do things the correct way. And for us young producers, we think when we are being corrected, it's, yeah, you want to take my spotlight, but it's not about that. It's always about the outcome. My editor, my video editor spent about 3-4 days here just to perfect this craft. And this is the true testament that we have really put in the work.
For young producers, for older producers tuned in at the moment, who are also aspiring toward award-winning work, who also want recognition of what they do, what advice would you have for them?
Like I mentioned last week Friday on Watakwan, you can be how great, but discipline comes first. If you're not disciplined, if you're not humbled, you will not go far. With discipline, you can be how talented, but if you don't take advice, if you don't listen to the next person, you are nobody. Yeah.
So that's quite important.
Discipline is quite important.
Yeah. I would imagine that you still have a number of aces up your sleeve, but at the same time that you would keep some of the cards close to your chest. But to the extent to which you may reveal this morning what else is ahead, what are you looking forward to next?
I had a chat with Nina the other day, and she was asking me about, like, what are you working on? So when we produced this documentary, we did like extensive interviews, and I want to thank the artists that has trusted us with their stories. We had like a footage of about 7 hours, so there might be part 2 of this documentary.
Wow.
There might be part 3, or there might be a fresh new stories. Because when I was flying back from Addis the other day, I met Sandy Rad at the airport. And if you know Sandy Rad is someone that has spent 40 years of her lifetime in theater space. So those are some of the stories that we can bring to our screens.
So that's one of the stories we are looking forward to.
Yeah, those are some of the stories that we can look forward to, yeah.
For the rest, we'll have to be patient and send good vibrations your way. Yeah. Any final thoughts?
I really just want to thank the Namibian Broadcasting Corporation for giving young people such as myself, such as you, everybody behind the cameras, a platform to practice their craft, to amplify their voices, to tell their stories. And for that, I'm forever grateful. If it was not for the NBC, I wouldn't be able to tell a story like this, to bring an award home. So for that, I'm really grateful.
Congratulations once again. Thank you for you, and thank you for sharing your craft with us and with the Namibian nation. We truly appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
And we are in awe for the rest of December and 2026. So you shouldn't be tired of us. Not anytime soon.